The gravy train has stopped flowing, and Hunter Biden is desperate to get it flowing again. And apparently, he has a scheme to make this happen. Yep, and that scheme appears to be running for president in the next election cycle. So, Hunter Biden just gave one of the most unhinged interviews in all of history. Everyone is focusing, everyone's focusing on different things because it really is that unhinged. I don't think he went 5 seconds at all without cursing. It was just cuss word after cuss word after cuss word. He essentially admitted that the Democrats now view illegal immigration as the new form of slavery. He admitted and revealed that his dad, Joe Biden, was on drugs during the infamous presidential debate. But to me, what really stood out was his delusion that he somehow could possibly be president in the next few years. Take a look.
He's somehow convinced all of us that these people are the criminals. White men in America are 45 more times likely to commit a violent crime than an immigrant. And the media says, well, you got David Axelrod and, Rahm Emanuel was so smart, Rahm Emanuel. He said, we got to understand that these people are really mad, and we got to appeal to these white voters. Rahm, the only people that appealed to those white voters was Joe Biden, 81 years old, and he got 81 million votes, and he did not because he appeased their Trumpian sense, but because he challenged it. And he said, you can be an 81-year-old Catholic from Scranton that doesn't understand it, but still has empathy for transgender people and immigrants. Then nobody said, oh, Joe Biden's going to turn us into a socialist state, no matter how much they said it. But these guys think that we need to run away from all values in order for us to lead. I say, you. How are we getting those people back from El Salvador? Because I'll tell you what, if I became president in 2 years from now, or 4 years from now, or 3 years from now, I would pick up the phone and call President of El Salvador and say, you either send them back or I'm going to invade. It's a crime what they're doing. He's a dictator thug.
Bukele or Trump?
Both.
If I became president 2 years from now, 4 years from now, 3 years from now, he can't even keep his timeline straight. Don't do drugs, kids. That's all I have to say about that. But he clearly is thinking about a presidential run, or at least dipping his toes in the water. Don't get me wrong. He, of course, will never become president. He doesn't stand a chance, but he doesn't know that. Again, who knows what the drugs have done to his brain. But no one talks like that unless they're actually considering launching a presidential campaign. Like, when was the last time you ever said, if I became president a few years from now? Governors don't even say that. Senators don't even say that unless they're testing the waters. And, if the gravy train has dried up, if his family, his dad is going to be under investigation, if Barack Obama, it makes sense that maybe he's concocted this whole scheme to get that gravy train flowing for him yet again. But if his platform is going to include invading another country, I don't think that's a winning campaign. But what's even worse is he actually admitted that, we, the Democrats, we just look down on illegal immigrants and we use them as modern day slavery. Take a look at this.
For someone, am I going to be like all these Democrats say, you have to talk about and realize that people are really upset about illegal immigration. You. How do you think your hotel room gets cleaned? How do you think you got food on your table? Who do you think washes your dishes? Who do you think does your garden? Who do you think is here by the sheer just grit and will that they figured out a way to get here because they thought that they could give themselves and their family a better chance. And he's somehow convinced all of us that these people are the criminals?
I don't know about you guys, but I have been doing my dishes for the last few years, actually over a decade now, by myself. Unless there are illegal immigrants hiding in my dishwasher, I don't know. I haven't checked every crevice. Maybe they come out of the pipes at night like little elves, magical elves, cleaning and doing all my chores for me. Talk about coming from a life of privilege. The Democrats talk about, rich, privileged white people. Hunter Biden is the prime example right there. I mean, he's basically admitting that we want to exploit these low wage earners, and we can only do that if they're illegal immigrants. I mean, that is disgusting. It really is a modern day form of slavery that the Democrats are promoting, let alone, obviously breaking the law and consuming resource. It just goes on and on, but it really exposes their perverted ideology as to how they view people. They claim that, oh, we care about illegal immigrants because it's all about humanity and it's all about love and it's all about human rights. No, when they let the mask off, when they let it slip, when they actually show you their true intentions, it's all about exploiting that cheap labor. But that is not all. Hunter Biden then went off on the entire Democrat establishment. He definitely, you can tell by all of this, feels butthurt. He feels burnt. He's probably defensive about his dad. And he really let people like George Clooney and James Carville have it. Enjoy.
Opinions, but
Him, fuck him and everybody around him. I don't have to be nice. Number one, I agree with Quentin Tarantino. George Clooney is not a actor. He is I don't know what he is. He's a brand. And by the way, and God bless him. You know what? He supposedly treats his friends really well. You know what I mean? Buys them things. And he's got a really great place in Lake Como. And he's great friends with Barack Obama. Fuck you. What do you have to do with anything? Why do I have to listen to you? What right do you have to step on a man who's given 52 years of his life to the service of this country and decide that you, George Clooney, are going to take out basically a full-page ad in the New York Times to me and James Carville, who hasn't run a race in 40 years, and David Axelrod, who had one success in his political life, and that was Barack Obama. And that was because of Barack Obama, not because of David Axelrod, and David Plouffe, and all of these guys, and the Pod Save America guys, who were junior speechwriters on Barack Obama's Senate staff, who have been dining out on the relationship with him for years, making millions of dollars. The Anita Dunns of the world, who's made $40-50 million off the Democratic Party. They're all going to insert their judgment over a man who has figured out, unlike anybody else, how to get elected to the United States Senate over 7 times, how to pass more legislation than any president in history, how to have a better midterm election than anybody in history, and how to garner more votes than any president that has ever run. And they're going to replace their judgment for his.
Not to mention...
Who's Jake Tapper's audience? Jake Tapper...
My mom or something? I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
For real, though. I don't even think it's your mom anymore.
No.
By the numbers, what influence does Jake Tapper have over anything? He has the smallest audience on cable news. And beyond that, I think that the book is right now on Amazon that he put out. I mean, his ratings just went to after he put the book out. They did a 2-week infomercial for it. I mean, it was such a money grab, such a disservice to everybody that he serves with, that the journal.
Hunter, I don't think you're one to be accusing anyone else of a money grab when you're the one who sold paintings for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Let's be real. I mean, if it weren't for your dad, your artwork would not be selling for that much. So just settle down on the money grab accusations right there. Now, he's obviously very upset about Jake Tapper. And so I have read Jake Tapper's book, Original Sin, and he spent a good portion of it talking about George Clooney. And essentially, George Clooney and a lot of these Democrats were fully behind Joe Biden. And what really opened George Clooney's eyes was that ritzy, glitzy, glamorous fundraiser out in Los Angeles where Joe Biden froze on stage and Barack Obama and George Clooney, it was just Barack Obama, had to gently lead him off stage. But in the book, Original Sin, Jake Tapper reveals that Joe Biden was introduced to George Clooney. The two of them have had a years-long friendship spanning decades, and Joe Biden didn't realize him. He actually was like, "Oh, hi, George, I'm Joe." And then one of Joe Biden's staffers had to say, "That's George Clooney," and Biden did a double take, and George Clooney realized, oh crap, I've been lied to. And that's why George Clooney, changed his mind and basically encouraged the Democrat Party to step away from Joe Biden. So that's why Hunter is definitely very angry here. And you can tell, again, when you couple this with the statement of, oh, I could be president in 2, 4, 3 years, and now you have him just absolutely raking the Democrat Party over the coals, again, you just add this up, and it really, I think, gives us insight into where his mind is. Again, I don't think he has any chance, a snowball's chance in hell of ever becoming president. But again, drugs do crazy things to your brain. But like I said, he did reveal that his dad was on drugs for the debate. But I have a few issues with that. But before I reveal all of that, I would like to thank Houston Sammy Girl, Chase Your Dreams, Jenny Renkin, and NRA 1776 Heston as the members of today's Governor's Club. These are people who have given tips and super thanks to the channel. I am so glad that you enjoy. Now, watch this clip and see, I think we're probably going to be on the same page, but I'm not quite sure. Like, I get what he's saying, but I don't think this was the drug Joe Biden was on.
I know exactly what happened in that debate. He flew around the world, basically, the mileage that he could have flown around the world 3 times.
Yeah.
He's 81 years old. He's tired as shit. They give him Ambien to be able to sleep. He gets up on the stage, and he looks like he's a deer in the headlights. And
He was taking Ambien at 9 p.m. Eastern time already? You would think that he would have been off of it. Now, first of all, there's no record of Joe Biden ever being prescribed Ambien. Not saying that it hasn't happened. Obviously, there's doctor-patient confidentiality, but it wasn't on any of his health reports as far as I'm aware of. But on top of that, I doubt, like, I think most of us would have thought that if Joe Biden was given anything, it was probably Adderall or some sort of upper to, you know, energize him for the debate. Because he already is sleepy. Like, Sleepy Joe has been around for a while. Why would you have to give him Ambien? But there we go. That is the first indication, as we've all suspected, that Joe Biden was probably on something. Now, it's not what I personally expected he was on, but hey, if it's just a steady drip, 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 I think this is just the beginning. But as always, all of that is my analysis and commentary. That is what's going on in the world of politics from my point of view, and I would love to hear from you. So I think, quite frankly, that this is an entertaining interview because not only is it a true meltdown, but he is just putting the Democrat Party on blast. So what is your favorite moment from this entire interview? Let me know down in the comments below. I think for me, the most insane part, not my favorite moment because I can't pick one, but I think the most insane part is when he said that if he ever became president, he would invade a foreign country. I don't think any other potential presidential candidate has done that before, but hey, there's a first time for everything. If you haven't already, please be sure to leave me a thumbs up. I know it's a simple thing to ask for, but it really does help me reach more viewers like you in the algorithm. Be sure to smash that subscribe button and to check out one of these videos.